Our starter in this one, MudCat Steele. And he's kind of been the talk of baseball since his last outing.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
So the sad news is that the intro didn't work. But the weird thing is that I did test it and it did work at one point. So I don't know what's going on with that. But welcome to our new home of Bridgestone Stadium, even though it does look a lot like it did last year. Some subtle changes, of course, that we'll look at throughout the day. As Ian Happ leads off for the Cubs, swinging and a quick go-to count for MudCats Steele. You already see one of those changes, and if you missed it in the Discord, we got a big old wall in left field again. Sweeper outside. The B-hole is still there. Yes, it is. And a 1-2 on Happ. Good take.
He's great hitting the ball the other way.
Yep.
Pitch did a good job.
Yeah, unless you're really looking, it's going to look like last year's ballpark, but it is a little bit different, and that gets through.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Leadoff single for Ian Happ in a 2-strike count, so not ideal.
Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the
coming off our true opening day start where nothing really went right for us. That's not a very good start for us at all, really.
Gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Ian Happ not overly speedy. And now
to the right.
Another 2-strike count to start the game. And a take. Also remember, we cannot burn through our ABS challenges in the first 5 innings of play. Strikeout, MudCats Steele.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Siggy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual.
So now we'll see Alex Bregman. Pete Crow Armstrong getting off to a rough start this year. About 10 games in. Tigers franchise legend Carson Kelly in this lineup today as well. So here's Bregman.
Something on video that tells him there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Yeah, you ever think the MudCats are going to invest in the extended netting? Probably not. Oh boy, left field and foul. Woo!
Contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball.
Bregman looking to turn on one, and instead he goes the other way. Fielded there, a rough throw back in, but no runs score. Or actual bullpens, yeah, that too.
Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run.
It's a shame.
Got him that much closer to taking the
2 2-strike counts.
The corners here, one away. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Cubs have 2 hits though. PCA swinging a miss.
The last thing he wants
143 average, but 1 home run. He's driven in a run on that one. And a ground ball should be 2. Ash to Evo, not in time. Crow Armstrong beats it out. It felt a little slow, really all the way around.
Now it's the right fielder,
unfortunate. That's 1-0 Cubs.
And now
that's a ball.
Ball 1.
And this one to third. On to first, it ends the inning, but the Cubs are on the board early.
A run on 2 hits,
Oops.
and they lead 1. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Cubs have the lead, 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Jamison Taillon. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
digging in, Eve Knight.
He's hit for
So Evo
came out of the
leads
gate
off
really
against
strong.
Jamison Tyon. And you get a little bit of a wider look at Bridgestone Stadium here. And ball high.
Knight starting up the middle at second.
Really? You think so?
Off in today's game. And his on-base percentage this
Kind of looks
season
like she
is
always
over
does.
400.
And way out in front. First swing of the day. Oh, no. Oh, don't do it to me.
Tries
Thank
to
you.
hold up, appeal to first, did not go.
I kind of haven't even really looked at his repertoire yet. I didn't even realize he had a cutter.
And that clips the inside corner.
I want to look at it so bad, but it's so early. Save those for when we really need them.
Hit on the ground to the right side.
Hit it the opposite way, like we want to do,
Steps on
but
the bag. One gone, bottom half
not very
of the
good
first.
contact on that. It was a good two-strike pitch from Tyon. So now we get into Ash and Turbo Yoda. If any of those reach, Austin Rock will have his first at-bat of his career here in the first inning on
Now it's the
opening day.
shortstop, Ashton Ziegler.
Pink hair, the bat's right, I think.
Pop came out of the gates really strong.
So now Ash can go on a tear. Like that! Down the left field line, should be extra bases as that ball makes the slow roll up to the wall. Booted out there, but a one-out double.
I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one.
Tyon hangs one, and
If you're an infielder, you know they used to
hanging curveballs have been a pitch that I've struggled with pretty much all release long thus far. I know it's like a little over a week, but haven't taken advantage of those, and now it's the Turbo Yoda. On opening day, the MudCats scored just one run on a solo shot from me. So we're hoping for some team-wide offense today. In the first inning, we've already got a chance.
A swing and a miss.
I gave up on it so early and then tried to swing at it anyway.
You're in game one of
I wasn't
this
even looking
three-game
for that.
set.
Outside 2-1.
on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls.
10th pitch of the inning for Tyon.
Challenge him here.
Base hit should tie this game up.
Swing and a miss as
Up
he
and
was
in.
at that time.
Tough location, especially after down, away. A little inside conscious there.
He's there. We'll do it again.
Should have done more with that, but we at least stay alive.
Ziegler, the runner at second with one away.
2-2 on the Turbo Yoda. And he popped him up. Cutter off the end of the bat. And there'll be 2 down.
Swanson makes the call and the grab.
So it is
It's the DH trying to pick up his
the first at bat for Austin Rock. He doesn't look as tall as he should. Oh my.
Out towards right center field.
Well, got a good pitch to drive the other way, but just nothing off the bat. And in MudCats fashion,
Cubbies lead
we
it
strand runners.
1-0. Top of the second, so up now for Chicago, Nico Horner.
All right, Nico Horner, MudCats Steel, gonna look for a much improved second inning.
Now
That's a ball.
1-0. I think that was it. Oh, didn't. Wasn't that his brother's number? I don't know.
Call that keyhole.
It's one of the Rock numbers.
Looks pretty good. If he doesn't love it,
Unless the game
he's not gonna
changed
swing
it.
that
Was he
early
wearing
in the count.
33 or not?
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Fastball fouled away.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes
They'll have you guessing a little
Here
bit.
goes nothing.
Overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Down low, but foul.
Ball still a 1-2 count.
Center field.
Here, center field.
Right at K. No, we still got Turbo Yoda out there. I forgot. Turbo Yoda playing center. Underneath that for an easy first down. And now Carson Kelly.
I'd say the latter.
Never forget the run that we went on with Carson Kelly when we were hitting grand slam after grand slam with him
You're aware of it, but you
in his
have to
half
just
season
hunt
as
for
a
what you can
Tiger.
handle.
Here comes the 0-1. As the
Good
game has moved along,
job
we
to
see
take
more
that.
and more information supplied by teams
1-1.
about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames,
Steele still has that
hometowns,
velocity
and
that he's had in years
hobbies
past.
listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire.
Rider, bottom of the zone.
That's great.
Try and jam him a bit. That's not doing that.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball boy terrified of a foul ball. Not good. And it gets through. And oh man,
That's a
MudCat.
one-out single.
Got the one strikeout, but man, so many hits allowed and 2 strike counts right now.
Swanson digs in. 2 hits for him in
Now
yesterday's
Dansby
game.
Swanson.
And that one just
1-0.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
Uh-oh.
Sliced hard but foul.
Luckily foul, 1-1. Uh-oh.
That one ripped but foul.
All over the place right now. MudCat needs something good to go his way.
In the air,
Right to Sauce, I believe, out there today.
number 2.
2 down.
And now it's Miguel Amaya.
Now Amaya.
Good power. Not great.
Bottom of the Cubs order here. Oh, God almighty. So this is Sauce's ball. Bad jump on it, but it's high enough in the air that it doesn't matter. And a clean inning, despite the hit from MudCat Steele.
They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, leading off, John Dow.
Well, it is the home debut for John Dowd. We'll see what he can do. Gonna be aiming for that short right field wall.
And that's in there at
Strike
the
one on
knees for
Dowd.
a strike.
Even shorter than it was a year ago.
That one fouled off.
Slowest fastball Tyon will feature. 90 miles an hour. Couldn't slow up.
And the 0-2.
And outside.
Ball there.
It cleared a wall, yeah. Yep, the left field wall got taller, and believe it or not, the right field wall, as short as it already was, got shorter.
And that just misses.
He's trying to stay
2-2.
down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Close. Thought they wanted to look at it. No. It's probably 2, maybe 3 feet tall. And back up the middle, a hit for John Dowd.
And the tying run is on base.
New screening, right? No, that scoreboard was there last year.
Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now,
So what can Jordo do?
1 for 4 with a
Good start
double
to her
in yesterday's
year.
game.
Batting 290 through 9 games. Yeah, we did fix that. Remember, it took a full season of play, maybe even 2 seasons, to have us be able to read the box score. The unfortunate part is that we still don't have custom player faces up there. I don't know why, but
close,
Ooh.
called a ball, and it's 1-1.
Probably a benefit call right there. It was. Outside 2-1.
Down on at first, nobody out.
All right.
Misses.
Steal with John Dowd. John Dowd hits home runs. That is about all he does well.
Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
Back up the middle and another base hit. Couple of singles for the MudCats up the middle.
First and second now with nobody out.
Just a nice job.
Good stuff early.
Pretty high leverage spot right there.
For a team that really struggled to hit until about the 9th inning on opening day.
Shot it through the infield.
So digging in, Patrick Knapp.
And now Pat. Ooh. Trying to be a little bit less aggressive early in counts. So might see some pitches like that go by us. 1-1. Taillon's certainly not as pinpoint as the Cardinals starter, Liberatore, in our opener.
The 1-1. And fouled off.
Changeup was really left up in the strike zone, just didn't time it up properly, and it's 1-2.
The 1-2. And just misses with that
Pretty close on the inside, and obviously he's not too happy with the call out there.
Yes.
He lets the umpire hear it a little bit. This is where you can't let that
Fouled
frustration
off.
compound itself, though. You got to let it out and move on.
Good job here early.
Bottom half of inning number 2.
Already fouled off a couple big pitches. Outside and we'll go full. Sauce Castillo, who does look, again, a lot like Dominic Mysterio. That is a comparison I will allow.
And a payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Oh, Pat battling here.
That ball is foul, and the pressure
Might have just chased there. No.
pitch of the at-bat due next.
Strike indeed.
Foul ball.
That would chase that, but man. Pitch number 10. Up and in, ball 4, bases loaded. There you go. So the switch hitter and Sauce, great opportunity to tie this game up. Up the middle. That's going to be a tough double play. They're only going to get one on that, and the MudCats tie it. So an RBI ground out for Castillo. And now me. Grounded, foul. The sweeper over the middle. Out in front, though. Down. They're going to take a look at this. I do believe it was a ball. Ooh, maybe not. Oh. They would use their first ABS challenge of the day on me.
2 on, 1 out. Outside
1-2.
Now 1-2.
25 pitches for Taillon to get 1 out. And outside in 2-2, and he is just struggling to put us away.
Keeps the at-bat going.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Inside. Oh boy.
He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss.
Another big chance for Nashville. Down and in, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Bases loaded for Evo.
Rounded out his first time up.
Wow! Evo can do that? Sacrifice fly RBI for a MudCats lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So up next, Ash.
That might be the new hardest Evo's hit a ball outside of the World Series, of course. And now Ash. Ball 1. 3 home runs over her last 10? I mean, the season's 10 games long. My goodness. Well, 10 games in, I should say.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for her to be aggressive
2-0.
on this next pitch.
Oh, went after that one a little bit low. Shame, swing was good. Ah! Not what we want with the missed sweeper top of the strike zone, but the MudCats take a 2-1 lead.
Third out of the inning. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. The MudCats out front 2-1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
So top 3 and the top of the order for the Cubs.
Hap, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Got the Cubbies started off hot.
Right
With
now,
a hit and a
behind the
2-strike
count,
count in the
no strikes.
first inning.
No 3 passes. You can't allow that.
Oh boy! Fastball away and a high towering shot for Ian Happ to tie it right back up.
And we're level. It's 2-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Well, it was nice to lead,
Thanks to the home run.
but it didn't last long. And now Michael Bush. Ground ball to Ash. Fielded well. Throw to first. 1 away.
And that's the first out.
So a good bounce back for MudCat.
Giving up the homer.
It's something.
Now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 with a single.
Now we
so
see
far.
Bregman.
Line drive to short and caught.
Thanks, Ash.
Now the Cubs forward.
Now PCA.
Crow Armstrong.
Oh boy.
To first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. 2-2 game. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder. His Dudeness, the dude.
3, 4, and 5 for Nashville. Turbo Yoda rocking down. And ball 1 to the Turbo Yoda. What a long inning it was for Tyon. I think he threw about 30 pitches.
They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs
Up high.
to score as well.
And truly up high on the Turbo Yoda. And he got plunked.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start.
Leadoff man on for Nashville.
And next is the designated hitter.
Austin Rock put a decent swing on the ball his first time up, but he's got underneath it a little bit. Ball outside.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very
That is a feature I wish they'd bring back.
He's going to need to get some quick outs.
And a bullet through the left side in the first major league hit for Austin Rock.
Fires it in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here. Number 33 with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
First and second.
Well, the MudCats in business again, and it's John Dowd who started the rally in the second inning.
And that one fouled one.
Mistake sweeper that I certainly thought would come back a little bit more than it did. Well inside. The rate that he's going, how long does Taillon go today? Probably not very long. Oh! Just a whiff from John Dowd. Damn, I thought we were finally going to connect on that fastball.
1-2 down.
Down low 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Jameson's just playing around a little bit too much with us. Too close, just foul. I thought it was a little bit closer.
2-2 now. Struck him out looking. And that
I don't want to do it because I think it's a strike, but it stood. Well, that's no good.
That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Well, that's no good.
two aboard.
Down to just one challenge with 6 innings remaining.
1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one a little bit high.
I say, didn't look at that.
The last thing she wants is to hit
Cubs playing it smart. They are saving theirs.
Pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ah. 1-1. This team just still can't barrel up fastballs.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
I've made it a point, right, to try and go after those hangers, but that one was so high up there.
Next offering is outside.
No, I don't even think Turbo Yoda's getting that thing. That will go full.
And that's ball 3.
Why is Pat's bat weight transparent? Or rather, maybe translucent?
Payoff pitch.
And chopper to third. Row in the dirt, but a double play to end the threat.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Good day to be a Blue Jay, I guess. See them a little bit later on in the year, now that we are in the same division as them. And Evo
gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
No good.
Here's Nico Horner. Fly to center his first time.
Now Nico Horner.
Ground ball left side, and foul ball.
Go get it, ball boy. You got this.
Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back.
Nope, this is only our second game. So, one of our next ones, for sure.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Seen Wurlitzer, and now we've seen MudCats steal.
Deal 2.
Uh-oh. That's trouble, and Sauce does cut it off.
With a 1-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for Sauce.
Goodness gracious.
Nicely done to beat the odds. And now let's see if they force some action.
It's a pretty deep ballpark this year, so gappers like that are terrifying.
Right in his first trip. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Carson Kelly takes it deep. His second of the year, and the Cubs have the lead now. It's 4-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
One down. And now it stands
2 outs.
He's over.
The Cubs score 2 to make it a 4-2 game. And now this one's trouble.
That's got extra bases written all over.
Turbo Yoda running it down. Swanson going for third, and the throw's no good. It's a triple. Wow, this is unraveled quickly.
You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Might need to get some help up.
Flied to right his first time.
We do have Rock. We'd like to save him for a little bit later. Might need to use some of our other guys, so Griffin Jacks can come on. At least get up. That one foul. Look at the reaction from John Doe. And there's strike 2. Really need to get out of this. Popped up. This is Dowd's ball.
Moving under this one. And there are 2 outs.
Rowe will hold the runner where he is. Wait a minute. The commentary lied to me. There weren't 2 outs.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ digs in now.
Ian Happ.
And there's the strike.
2 for 2. Homered his last time up.
With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Driving that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That's off the ball. And it's 2-1
now.
2 outs with a runner at third.
And a third. Good backhanded play. Throw to first. We'll keep it where it is. But a big 2-run shot. I don't know why I'm getting the highlight. Cubs lead at 4-2.
Third is cruising home to score easily. Moments like those matter quite a bit in this game.
Bottom of the 4th, stepping in, Patrick Mack.
Pat will lead off bottom of the 4th inning here.
Check swing called strike.
Walked his first time up. Foul.
Fouled off left side.
See if we can get some base runners and then, you know, a home run of our own. Wouldn't that be nice? Check swing, 1 and 2.
1 and 2. That one is upstairs.
You did. You might have been the closest that we've gotten.
And it remains
Pat
2-2.
battling again against Taya.
Got him.
Ah!
The Uncle Charlie Boo kept it up his sleeve the entire bat until the 6th pitch. Snapped it off, dropped it in there, and just froze it.
What's with the Uncle Charlie nickname? I mean, people use it all the time.
See where this was.
Common knowledge as to why.
Yep, he got us.
I don't know. Sounds like something we could find on the interweb, though.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But
Good
why
thing
not
we didn't
like
use a
Uncle Carl or
challenge there on
something like
that.
Uncle Curly.
Oh, Uncle Boog.
Well, but then what would it be, a breaking
Sauce
ball?
way out in front of the
That one to
fastball.
first.
There's 2
He
out.
steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Cannot believe that Taillon has been seemingly as bad as he's been. He's given up the hits,
And
the
here's
walks.
The first baseman worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
Can't stay in front right now.
And there's a foul ball.
I guess not.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more
0-1.
inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Late on it and then early on it.
Here in the bottom of the 4th.
Outside.
One and 2 here.
See ya.
That K is his 3rd.
Went
of
back
the
to the
game.
cutter. Good old
The
me.
Cubs with the lead 4-2. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch.
Well, very possibly MudCats steals
Sliced
last
hard,
hitter.
but
Not even his
foul
last
down the left side.
inning. At this rate. 0-1 on Michael Busch. The pitch count's fine. If Steele's gonna calm things down, then we're gonna be okay. But
Handled, takes it himself. One away
haven't
here
really
in the
seen any signs of that.
fifth. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty
Oddly
of
enough, no hits on the
Don't
changeup.
throw
That was
one
our
pitch
problem
this much
on
without having plenty of confidence in it.
on opening
He
day.
hasn't had the smoothest sailing, so he may want to switch things up a bit.
Popped up on the
Now
infield.
pop up on the infield. Knight.
So
should
Evo
have
underneath
this one.
that. What the fuck did he just do?
2 away down.
You see the lean there?
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Well, a quick 2 out for PCA.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Yeah, we got the vodka back in the dugout again.
2 down, nobody on.
Tapped in front of home plate. That's a fair ball.
Just in time.
Quick end to the
That's
5th inning.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they still lead this one 4-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Eve Knight.
Top of the MudCats order. Jamison Taillon still here with not a lot left.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike
As
one.
aforementioned,
Double-barreled action
not a lot on that
in the
fastball.
bullpen. Shelby
And
Miller
a chase.
getting loose
Kind
out
of.
there. Harvey also throwing. And a
And
foul
0-2.
ball.
Well, the good fastballs on the outer edge.
Ball
Down low.
one low.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Okay.
Upstairs.
A good job of extending at bats with some takes today, although these takes aren't that difficult.
Misses his
Woo!
ball. That was the sweeper.
That one was.
Good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, Evo! Left center! Going back! Caught! Where did he get power?
And there's one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Evo nearly drove one out to the B-hole.
1 for 2. Missed with a
Ball one to
changeup.
Ash.
And that is ball 1. That's through there for a
Hit.
strike. The Cubbies leading by 2.
1-1 now.
Last half of inning number 5.
And smack to first.
Bush takes it to the bag.
Right at Michael Bush.
Moving along, 2 quick outs. Here comes Craig Counsell.
That'll be all for Taillon.
That's all for Jameson Taillon. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. New arm out of the bullpen, Shelby Miller. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So digging in, his dudeness, the dude. You talked about the power.
So a pitching change with 2 away in the 5th.
He was going to be a stud. Just
did not want Taillon to face Turbo Yoda.
Minor leagues and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Missed opportunity there. Yeah, he's catching balls, not really doing a whole lot else today. Did draw a walk.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
Damn. 2 good pitches.
A little bit high. Gonna count 1 and 2.
South to north. 1 and 2 on the Turbo Yoda. No! Oh, it stood again! We're out of challenges now. I could have swore that missed.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
So expect it to be a lot like our other game, where now the calls are only going to get worse.
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate.
Oh boy. Well, MudCats still here for the time being.
That's in there, and that's
Seiya
strike
Suzuki takes a strike.
Misses the sweeper. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder.
One way to do it.
That's tough.
Only the second strikeout of the day for MudCats Steel.
But that's one of the hardest things.
And now Nico
When you
Horner.
see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline. Remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Let's not do that again.
Comes
Oh,
up
wow.
empty. That's strike 2.
Cubs really aggressive here in the 6th.
Fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. It's going to have to tighten it back.
Got him on the outer edge.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
1 strikeout the entire game. All of a sudden, back to back, but up comes Carson Kelly. Well, keep him in the ballpark. Gotta be the mission
In
here.
the box again, takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Fouled away. Chase the fastball there. And now 0-2.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
Well, they got a piece of the changeup. Credit to them.
And
Nowhere
that's
close.
outside.
Back up the middle. It plunked Steele. Throw from pad. Not in time. 3rd hit of the day for Carson Kelly, and we check on MudCat.
A shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not.
Kevin
want to come out of
Cash
this
checking
game
on
if
our
he doesn't
guy.
have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
2 outs, and the
Outside
inning is
low.
extended
And
again.
that's ball 1.
Fouled
Foul
off.
ball there. Swings through that one out in front.
Oddly enough, changeup probably has been our best pitch today. Oh my God.
Ball well struck.
High fly ball to center and Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson blasts one out. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
So 2 down. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Miguel Amaya. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. MudCat Steele gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher on now, Griffin Jacks. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Well, one of the few times likely that we'll see a real MLB player out here on this team.
No, that's a ball.
At a 1-0 start. It hadn't been terrible. That was the worst I had seen that line over there. Foul ball. So, 1-1 on Amaya.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one's back there, and that one is off the top of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Cut her away.
Hits in a row for the offense. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been.
Unless it really wasn't away, I don't know.
Happy with that result.
Man, he missed a home run by maybe 2 feet.
Here's the Cubs leadoff.
Speaking of home runs,
He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Ian Happ 2 for 3 today. A 6th inning that will not end.
Man at second.
Fastball in from Jax.
And that gets the inside corner for a
Now
strike.
have a look at it.
Challenge thought that was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. One challenge remaining.
I like
for
it.
them now.
If we run them out of challenges, that's good news too.
The 1-2.
And a liner to third.
Third out.
It's all Cubs though, 6-2 here at the home opener.
It's now 6-2. Bottom of the 6th. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 33. He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
Long ball threat, Austin Rock, who's yet to hit a long ball.
First hit, check. First multi-hit game. That would be nice. We'll see.
And it's fouled away.
MudCats down by 4. Pitching has really been a struggle. And offense that doesn't come early in games.
That's off the inside corner.
2-1.
Ball 2. That's down and in.
Okay.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter.
Take a
Very
base
patient,
runner. We need
showing
those.
good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That
And
one
a walk.
misses. So a leadoff
Start the
walk.
bottom of the 6th from Shelby Miller.
Now the left fielder.
We'll see John Dowd. Got power to make this a game again.
Swing
Not
and
on
a miss. 0-1.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from
0-1.
walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff, Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Really, really close, but no. No, John Dowd.
The Cubbies leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's rough. Ground ball, sliding play, Swanson. Dowd is safe.
So they get one, but a really nice
Took a little bit too long to develop a double play chance, so we lucked out.
Going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Now Jordo.
The next to hit takes ball 1.
No, it hasn't necessarily been you. It's been the fact that we're ass.
The 1-0.
Wow.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big
Probably head back into our bullpen.
But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way
Sit
to
down, Uceta.
first, it feels like
We don't really need
getting back into this ballgame.
the back end here, but maybe that's a perfect time to see what Squiddy Rock Jr.'s got, so. All right, 1-1. Way out in front of the splitter.
1-2.
Yeah, we led for maybe 45 seconds.
Fastball is outside. Man at first, 1 away.
2-2. Fooled by a couple of splitters.
Cutter looking for the K.
Make it a third.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout.
And they'll make the move. Must have gotten cold. Council's got a jacket on now.
We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Hunter Harvey.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hunter Harvey is not allowed an earned run yet this year. This will be his 6th appearance of the year.
Walked. Right through there for a strike.
Splitter.
Matt launched a
Why'd they take Miller out? There's more splitters.
And a big swing and a miss.
And then the curveball. That's a good setup right there. See ya.
Got him swinging.
We got splittered.
Have the advantage.
And the
6-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 5. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him,
well, longtime
as a pitcher,
MudCats starter,
some nerves there.
Squiddy Rock Jr. has made the move to the bullpen this year.
Capable of doing.
First pitch, ground ball, booted. Throw to first in time.
It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Fielding is an adventure.
Here's Alex Bregman. One
For this
3.
team, oh boy. Bregman.
Swinging a foul
Taste
straight
their own
back.
medicine, I suppose. Splitter. Do I dare? Do I dare?
Just missed.
Tell you what. Threw it decently well. I think you wound up with good fielding, though.
1-2.
Like, one of the better fielders on the team. Cutter fouled away by Bregman. No. Oh, wow. Right at Turbo Yoda.
He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Sheesh.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow.
Well, now
Armstrong.
PCA.
He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Hard grounder.
Oh!
Outfield for a knock.
Evo almost got that. Wait, he's going for 2 here. Throw in is in time from the Turbo Yoda.
Tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Well, you know, we're all still young here. We're all 20 years old. The home run power will develop. Sauce. We might be the worst team in baseball at hitting fastballs down the middle.
And now the first baseman.
Swing doesn't get much better. And that's what Sauce did with it. I don't know. They're going to have a look at this. They lose it. It would be their last challenge.
So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Oh, 1 now. Swings through that one.
Really haven't seen a lot of heaters up today.
A former first-round pick back in 2013. And now 1 and 2.
And as we say that, we see 2 straight.
High 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got it. And that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
That's tough, and that's why you don't burn. Actually, strike anyway.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman.
This is why we've burned through our challenges here.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. That is the inning.
Kind of how it's gone. Again.
Cubbies lead it 6-2. And we're back. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Hey, I haven't ruined anything. I'm hitting the ball well with you. Rock back to work. Taken. 39,000 in attendance. That might be the most fans we see at this ballpark for quite some time.
Foul back, and that's out of play.
If the early indications are to be believed. Splitter foul, 1 and 2. Really shouldn't go too much deeper with Rock. Don't want to burn him out. Get who set up for the second time. I really do wish Rock had a better strikeout pitch. He really doesn't have one.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
One, two.
1-2.
It's like it's really the knuckleball and nothing else.
This guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off.
They got a piece of that. Fair ball, one away.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Knuckleball across. It's 65.
Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Now Nico Horner.
Inside, just missed.
Horner 1 for 3 today.
Swing and a miss.
Hey, Rock is pitching better than anybody that we've seen. Really, for the entirety of our 2 games played with the MudCats here.
Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Look at John Dowd on the run.
Not
Not exactly what he's known for there. Chopper. Jordo cuts it off. Throw it first. 2 down.
2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Two outs, bases
Now
empty.
3
So
for
up next
3.
Chicago,
Carson Kelly.
It's a
Called
pitch.
strike down low.
In terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one.
But
That's
spike
the
that
one.
off
When
of
he
his
elevates,
face.
Guys aren't touching it.
And the 0-2. No.
Upstairs. And the count is 1-2.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Good thing we gave Rock some decent stamina, so he's still out here. In there, down the pipe. Strike 3 with a knuckleball.
They lead it 6-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jacob Webb. He last pitched 2 days ago. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ashton Ziegler.
Well, we'd love to see some offense from these MudCats. 2 games deep. All of our runs have come in the 2nd inning.
That misses. Ball 1.
Ash 1 for 3 with a double in the 1st inning. Back up the middle, her 2nd hit today.
Gets through. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Hard, relatively far, but perhaps just what Nashville needed. Not going to get back in this game with just home runs, so. Ah.
Now this team is definitely
Tried to turn on that and
right here. Try to close that gap.
Julio a little bit out in front and didn't square it up.
Manufacture that run from first. It feels like it's really important getting back into this ballgame.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen.
That might have missed.
Left-handed reliever
Nope,
appears to
sure
be
didn't.
loose.
And it's 0-2.
0-2 now.
Backed him off the
Inside,
plate.
almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Never really a good plan of attack to make the Turbo Yoda angry.
Swing
See
and
ya.
a miss. Struck him out. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
This game is so fucking hard now, dude.
And now the DH.
The addition of ABS really has meant that they hit the corner more than ever. Edges of the strike zone are in play every single pitch. 2-0 to Rock. 1 for 2 today. Walked his last time.
There's a strike.
Oh, man. He got it, too. Fuck me. Up the middle, a base hit.
And that's a base hit. And
2 on, 1 away. I don't know who we're looking at here.
So up next, John Dowd.
Now John Dowd. One swing, Dowd can make this a game here. Outside.
That misses, and it's 1-0. Two on, 1 out.
Oh. Just not straightening that shit out right now. And he got hit.
And now the bases are
Bases loaded with 1 away.
Jordan Guy.
We'll see Jordo. Get some runs home. Keep the inning going.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Or, you know, hit a grand slam, but that's not very likely.
Tying run at the plate.
Damn.
Fastball for a strike.
I got fooled by a fastball. Up high.
In this situation, he's trying to get
Salami would be nice.
Jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you've got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Not close
2-2.
with that one. 2-2.
Flirting with danger here. Eventually he's going to have to bring us something. Oh!
All loaded up here. The bottom
Not a clue how he touched that. Fouled away again.
She stays alive.
There's some chances in this at-bat. Haven't even seen a sweeper close yet. In the dirt.
There. Full countdown.
3-2. Down low, ball 4. Walking homer run.
Critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead because if it gets
Now
to the
Pat.
ninth, that closer's coming in.
So bases all loaded up. Patrick Mack.
Big hit here.
takes
Could
down
clear the
a
bases.
walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Outside, 1-0.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You
We'd
can
certainly
learn a lot
like
from
him
the guy
to.
by how he handles these pressure situations.
Oh, man.
Strike one.
They got away with
Safe
one
to say a little
there.
jumpy.
He can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Inside,
Just
2-1.
Big in situations like these,
Mercifully for us, the umpire's calling this fairly straight up right now.
breathe and slow everything down.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
I didn't even know what that was.
So they're all
Not very
loaded
often
up.
to see a hanging sweeper up there, 2-2. Damned
Swing
us.
and a pop-up.
Sadly, didn't have much of a choice,
That's out number 2.
and there are 2 away.
Here comes Craig Counsell.
And they're gonna make a
We're gonna
move.
see pitching change. Jacob Webb out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Phil Mayton.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a
Cubs
time
have
to
brought
try
the
to get out.
closer, Phil Mayton, in the 8th inning. It is Sauce Castillo.
Much damage here, just a base hit. Let him score 2.
Could go Rivertown, but, I mean, his contact and power isn't very good. We'd honestly be better off. And even Dabman, you know, we really got screwed with the Dabman spin, so I think Sauce's contact honestly gives us the best chance right here. Switch hitter from the left side, 0 for 3.
This one chopped on the ground, but
Cutter, it never fucking cut. Didn't do anything. Mayton does not have heat.
that crosses the plate, and now
That cutter did something, and it's 0-2. In the dirt. All right, back this off. It's 2-2. Come on, Sauce. Up the middle, a diving. No, it's booted. They go to second, but a run scores.
And that extends the inning.
Such
Backhanded attempt at a play.
Everybody on their feet.
And Sauce drives in a run.
Through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Maton slim opportunities early in the year. But he is 2 for 2 in save opportunities. This would be one right now.
Next to hit, number 13.
Outside ball 1.
Big spot.
0 for 2 with a walk, 2 strikeouts. Down low, 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here. That
He got it in his defense.
So the tying run at second.
Oh, wow. Holy. The fact that those last 2 pitches are both cutters is absurd. Fouled away on another cutter. Woo. Staying alive, but not doing what we want to be doing right now. Chopper to short. They'll go to first, and the inning is over. The MudCats collide a little bit closer. Now 6-4.
Through 8 full, the Cubs are on top 6-4.
Yeah. Rock has actually pitched the last 2 innings, so time for him to exit is Uceta will come in.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Edwin Uceta.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Yeah, we were down 6-2. I'm like, you know what? Pressure's off. Let's see what Rock's got.
Swanson,
and he kept us in this game.
he looks at ball 1.
So this is the Rays closer. Remember that we did relocate the Rays. And good start. Good start. Or at least the in-game Rays closer. Amaya swinging. Evo tracking back to miss it. Throw to second. We'll get it out.
Wow, that's one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was
back up there by Sauce.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left field.
Now Ian Happ.
Ball
strike.
For a strike.
Cubs do still have an ABS challenge. Oh, that's trouble.
Could be trouble.
Down into the corner. Didn't field it very well. They're going to send the runner home a little bit delayed. The throw from Ash is not in time. It's 7-4.
7-4. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Ian Happ has had a day.
It's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Whole Cubs team really has.
1 out, runner at second. Michael Bush now at the plate.
Change up outer edge for a strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Uceta has not gotten the job done that we wanted to get done. Got by Pat, throw down. What a strike to third. Failed successfully. I guess so. So now all of a sudden, a strike away from the inning being over. High fly ball, Turbo Yoda in a few steps. Now back a few steps. To the bottom of the ninth we go with the MudCats down 3.
Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Last chance for the home team. Here's the second baseman, Eve Knight.
Well, hoping for some dramatics here. Our home opening day. Down by 3, top of the order to up. And Maton threw 12 pitches in the 8th inning, and now he's got to try and close this out.
And the 1-0.
Yeah, there's the Evo special. Will it drop? It sure does.
And a good start to the inning.
Of course he'd be struggling all day when he's actually hitting the ball well. And then when he does that,
sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away.
That's what he gets a hit on.
So far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Rocket, but
It goes
foul. Dash 2 for 4. And now 1-1. They're going to look at this. I don't think that was a strike.
So the call stands. So they're now out.
So everybody's out of challenges now. Which means the umpire's got free reign. Got that one.
There for a strike. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Well, the leadoff man
1-2.
You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him.
Oh, he lucked out there. See him. Went to the sweeper.
She's really good hitting the baseball.
And what a sweeper it was after the sinker up and in.
Clearly he had her fooled.
One out man at first.
Just disgusting.
And now the center fielder is Dudeness the Dude.
Turbo Yoda, MudCats still with a chance. Turbo Yoda with a smash to right. 1-run game.
And just like that, they're within a run. These fans are really excited right now.
That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, thrust in your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Next is the
Well.
Good swing out of him last time. Whipped a liner in the center.
Third ball will miss
This is the
away.
guy they turn to get the most important outs of the
First
ball game.
home run in the new Bridgestone Stadium.
And another ball.
He's just
And it
missing.
belongs to the man.
They're not
Goes by
strikes.
the-
That's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's
Down low, that was probably a strike. Oh no, it did miss. 3-0 on Rock. With Dow due up.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
And he walked him.
The tying run is on base.
John Dowd hero time.
John Dow, the next to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines.
The MVP 05 GOAT. Inside.
This is again 5 in a row.
Pinch runner? We'll look at it. Whoops, that's the bullpen.
Tying run is at first. And the home team trying to pull it out.
We could go with Willie Mays Hayes.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Willie Hayes. Looking for some added speed out there.
I like
in the
it.
late innings.
That way, anything longer than a single probably scores a run.
And that's in there at the knees.
What a curveball. Dowd looking for something he can pull. That ain't it. 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm.
Cardiac Cats are back.
Put up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Oh, that was the pitch. Oddly enough, fouled away because we were early on it. Down low, 3-2. A walk would mean that the MudCats should tie this game on a base hit.
Payoff pitch. Foul. Remains a full count.
A little bit out in front. Really good location from Maytod, who just threw his 30th pitch. Oh, no! Out in front on it. And it's up to Jordo now. I didn't even get fooled. I just pulled the trigger way early. I saw the hanger. Mayton's going to exit.
And he'll make a move for the bullpen. Phil Mayton done for the day, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Caleb Thielbar gets the ball now.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the score.
Well, this is an interesting choice. Caleb Thielbar, a left-hander. I feel we could go to Caminero, but I feel like that's cheating. We'll see what Jordo can do.
At the plate, Jordan Guy. And that
Not
is
on that.
play.
Tiny bit behind it, top of the strike zone.
0-1 down. There goes the runner.
And a chopper to short. Hayes into second. But a hit and run doesn't pay off, and the Cubs win.
On the road. Go and take a tie ball game into the night on the road. You know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.